Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. So here are the defending NFC champs on offense now. They'll be led out by their 6'2" QB out of North Carolina, former number 2 overall pick. It's Mitchell Trubisky.
And it felt like in watching the game tape, he got everyone involved last week.
He was a manager.
He really was. That's a great way to put it because they ran the ball some. They threw it accurately. 1 touchdown pass, so he didn't break the bank doing that, but he didn't throw any interceptions. That's the bottom line. That's why a defense loves a quarterback like that. Doesn't put them in bad situations.
10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. So second in inches after that first down completion went just shy of the marker. A first carry now for Marshawn Lynch. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield.
We all have habits. We can be somewhat predictable, and you know me pretty well on second down and short. What I like to say?
Play action.
Yeah, without a doubt. I thought that was a great spot to call it. Instead, didn't go their way, did it?
No, defense sold out for the run. Worked out well. They'll run it. Here's Lynch. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Give them 11 yards that time and a new set of downs. Defense had a chance to get off the field here on the opening drive, couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important third down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, and the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
Now a play fake here on first down. The throw left side is complete to Rodgers. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially those pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback that you can use that against them, and a screen pass is a great way of doing it. A lot of teams against good pass rushing teams, they want to run the screen 10 to 12 times in a game.
You see it, you see it. Put up, 180.
Looking to throw, Trubisky on first down. And his throw's going to be incomplete. The tight end, Cameron Brate, was the target. And it's second down. Well, too much oomph, too much mustard there on that pass.
Yeah, really turned it loose, didn't he? Really cut loose with that one. Sharp, strong. Didn't lead to a completion, though. Made it very difficult.
Here now is second and 10, again from the 41. Now a carry, it's C.J. Anderson. And he'll take this one down to about the 40. Only a yard on the pickup there, so it leaves them needing a conversion here on third and a tough 9.
The best defensive linemen, they play with great leverage so they can get low and not get bowled over by offensive linemen. They have excellent hands. They can throw people off on a play. We just saw a great example of a really good run stop by a guy playing the defensive tackle position.
Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect. On fourth down, J.K. Scott ready to punt it away. Back deep, Patrick Peterson. So here's the first drive now for the Jags. And they'll be led out by their quarterback, the very, very talented Andrew Luck.
Anytime anyone throws for over 300 yards in a game, you know their name is going to be considered for Offensive Player of the Week. And in the AFC last week, our guy got it.
Yeah, he was the guy on top of his game. He'll try to duplicate that here in this one. Now a first down throw. Luck. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. Olivier Vernon in there to bring him down for a loss of 7.
Well, we knew coming in it was going to be a long afternoon if they weren't able to hold up against this pass rush, huh?
What we didn't know was that protection was going to spring a leak on the first play from scrimmage.
Got after him right out of the gate.
To throw on second down is Love. Finds the open man. It's Mike Williams. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. A big one there for the Jags. 18 yards, first down.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
On second down, here's Love. And the catch made. It's Tyler Boyd. First catch for the NFL's leader in receiving yards at the midway point. It's a first down. These are his numbers from last week's contest. Now, you figure that he'll probably be a big factor in this one as well.
No question about it, partner. We just saw right there they want to get him the ball in space and see what he can do after the catch.
Throwing is Love, and that is incomplete here.
Even the greats in this game, and he certainly qualifies as one of them, they're going to have trouble if they continue to throw into double coverage.
He better be careful. Throwing into too much double coverage might have a couple of them picked off. To throw is Love. Completion left side to Miller. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players. Somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their body. When they run their routes.
So they're challenging the spot. If you're a coach, well, he challenged the play. It did not pay off.
And that means he lost a timeout in that challenge.
And as a coach, you hate that. Don't know if you took the advice of the player, you threw it yourself, but it didn't go your way.
At the end of the day, it all comes back to the head coach. He has the final determination on whether to actually challenge the play or not. In this case, it didn't pay off for him.
And that's got to be so heartbreaking. You throw that flag, you probably feel really confident, and then all of a sudden, boom, you lose the challenge.
Yeah, when you take a look at it, you're throwing that flag because you believe you're going to be right. And when it comes back the other way, you have to regroup.
And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom, quick, 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 and what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. And give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. First down. Here's the run with Anderson. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. And now Anderson is slow to get up. Staying down after that last play. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. Now they'll throw it with Trubisky. And this will be incomplete.
When I watched that play, I thought about what my coaches had told me in the past. The biggest teaching point, get your head around. Locate the football so you can make a play on it while it's in the air. That's exactly what he did there. That was nice.
From the gun on third down, it's Trubisky. And he hits his man, Matthews. And he brings this up to the 46. Good enough for the first. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains.
And that one was a lot of fun right there because that was the game within the game. Third and short, blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And that was a quick little completion. Got the job done for a first down.
False start, offense.
And that'll set them back 5. A false start backs them up 5. First and 15. Following the penalty, Lynch. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. The numbers for Marshawn a week ago. 15 carries, 57 yards.
And give him a ton of credit. He's running the ball really well. But I look at those guys up front. That unit is truly playing as just that. Every move that they make, their teammate understands what that move means and what they need to do. And right now, they're starting to grind it out pretty well.
On second down, Lynch. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield after a gain of about 4.
It's really simple to say that they know their identity, that they are a passing team. But one of the reasons that they're so successful, they know how to mix in the run and make sure that they keep the defense off balance and not able to just simply say, let's go get the quarterback and disrupt things.
On third down, Trubisky. And he can't hang on to it. Nearly picked. He's known for his hands defensively. But instead, it just brings up fourth down. Now, keep in mind, they did have 3 interceptions last week. Couldn't quite come up with a first-quarter pick that time.
But they had to like what they saw in terms of reacting when the ball is thrown. We had an expression when I played. It was called break on it. Every time the quarterback puts the ball in there, break on the football. Go make a play and accumulate those interceptions.
Former defensive back. You remember those 3 interception games. It can be contagious, give you a little momentum.
They really can, and it doesn't matter whether it's one person or they spread on the football.
Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. On play action, they'll throw. His throw incomplete. Mike Williams, the intended target, and it's third down. He was all over that route defensively. Now, they had 2 picks last week as a unit. Couldn't quite grab that one.
Patience, Grasshopper. Patience. It's early in this game, but you like the fact that they're around the football early. They're going to be upset they didn't haul that one in, but at least they're there at the moment of truth to make a play on it.
By the way, where did the grasshopper thing come from? I know it's been around for a long time.
Yeah, you know, I'll have to tell you that some other time.
All right, back to football. Here's Johnny Hekker now as he'll punt it away for the second time. Here comes Eagle offense now as they get set to take over here. They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
You see it?
On the handoff, Lynch. And he'll take this forward only up to about the 7. Tackle made by Justin Evans.
Sometimes your philosophies get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first 2 plays. Didn't amount to much.
And now facing a 3rd and long at the outset of this drive. The Eagles on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. From the gun, it's Trubisky. And Matthews over the middle with the ground. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a first down. Now Trubisky on first down. Looking to hit Matthews, but it's intercepted. Picked off near the 32. And it's a tremendous return as they finally get him at about the 10-yard line. Matthews, the intended target,
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
First and goal, Melvin Gordon. And he'll get about 4 there as he takes it from the 10 down to the 6. So that run gets him about halfway home.
Yes, now second and goal. The end zone beckons. It looms. They can do whatever they want. Full playbook. Run it again, or they can go.
And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Melvin Gordon, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Jags are able to cash in for 6.
Brandon, my man, just one sentence for that one. Clinic.
And that's what they've done. They lead the league in points per game this season, but it's been quick strikeability. As we saw on that drive.
I think they're actually intimidating defenses because they're back on their heels right away, wondering where it's going to come from, how they're going to hit them. This group is well organized, well coached, and extremely confident in what they do.
This one fielded at the 5, and he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. And this offense led by Mitchell Trubisky going to make their way back out there. He's got to dig deep here, doesn't he? Team's losing. He's not playing well either.
And they always tell you, don't press. You'll make things a little bit worse. But in this particular situation, you try and heighten your play a little bit. So far, he's thrown 1 interception. He wants to balance that off with at least 1 touchdown pass in order to get his team back moving forward.
A good pickup there, 22.
Quarterbacks love slant routes because the receivers are breaking right into their line of vision, and receivers love them as well because they're getting the ball on the move and able to catch it and try and get upfield and gain additional yardage.
Here's Trubisky to throw. Over the middle, hauled in by Smith-Schuster. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, defense.
Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
So now a fresh set of downs, 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. Now Trubisky. Over the middle, complete. That's Reynolds. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
First down, the run with Lynch. And he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple down to the 15-yard line.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Handoff comes to Lynch. And he stopped immediately there. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8. And he had a nice play there from his free safety position to hold him to nothing.
And, Brandon, remember when the free safety was always back, away from the line of scrimmage?
That's changed.
That changed in a big way. The way we see it now, they're almost mirrors between the free safety and the strong safety. One will be up, one will be back, or sometimes both will be in the same spot. On that play, the free safety was there, no gain.
Open man, Smith-Schuster, it's complete. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a first down.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. Down this close to the goal line, first down. Surprised that wasn't a run. So they went to the booth to see if that was a touchdown, and they have decided it will not be it. And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia! As his guys are in for 6. And the Eagles are within an extra point of tying this thing up. And all about timing there on that short slant, Charles.
Exactly right. That was timed up so well. The route, the throw, touchdown.
Elliott good with a PAT. And we are tied at 7. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first way to go.
You love pressure.
I love it.
We'll see if they dial it up this drive. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
11 yards there for Jacksonville and a first down as well.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. Back-to-back 11-yard gains, and they've got another first down.
That's another nice run, and I have to tell you, some of the coaches that I played for, their philosophies were always different when they see a guy running the ball well. Some of them wanted to immediately go to play action and throw it now because it's wide open. While other coaches said, you know something? Until they stop him, that big boy's going to keep getting the football. And that might be the direction that they're going to go right now. They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The completion good. This is Eric Ebron. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 23 yards on the play. This drive, it's been a good mix. 3 passing plays, 3 runs, hitting on all 3 of those passes, and the last one putting them in the red zone.
So wouldn't you think play action right here? Because you've got the ability and had the ability to run it and throw it. Go play action and take your shot at the end zone.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down. 2 minutes to play in a tightly contested first half. Back to more NFL action on EA Sports after this. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. He and Jonathan Coachman both. Gordon loses the football. It's loose. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Often on fumbles, you look at a guy and you look up and say, geez, what?
After review of the play, the ruling on the field is reversed.
So the challenge comes in inside of 2 minutes. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And now nothing but green ahead of him. And he'll score. Touchdown, Eagles.
What you just saw there, first-round talent, second year, even more success. A pick-6 for a touchdown.
A great play. And it's tough for these guys, you've told me before, to adjust in the secondary as a first-year guy. So that sophomore season is big for them.
They really start to expand the playbook for them even more. Sometimes they dumb it down a little bit to make them comfortable year 1. By year 2, they should have all the nuances, and now they've adjusted to the speed of NFL play as well.
Showed right there. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. And following the pick 6, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this one.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help them a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early. to let him get settled back in.
But they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
And he got blown up, losing yardage on the play back at the 44.
You know what the key to a good screen pass is, don't you?
But you're going to tell me, good blocking?
Well, good blocking eventually. But first is good acting. You want to let the defenders go past you, leak out to whichever side or even in the middle where you want to set up the screen, and then you do your blocking. How about the read, though, by the defensive guys? They weren't fooled at all and actually ran with the lineman to where the play was and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
Here's Barkley. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. And now before they run this fourth down play, we're going to get a timeout as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number one. Now Justin Tucker. He has hit from 61 in his career, so he has the leg for this. And this will be spotted on the other side of the field. It's a 61-yard attempt. And that's the risk of the long field goal miss here at this stage of the second quarter. You give up great field position.
And that gives them one more opportunity to make something happen and something big. And we've seen crazy stuff happen at the end of halves.
On 1st and 10, it's Trubisky. Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete. Juju Smith-Schuster, the intended receiver that time. And now it's second down.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he led him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
2nd and 10, it's Trubisky again. And this one caught by Cameron Brate. So he got free of one tackle, but couldn't do a whole lot else. And a stoppage here, a timeout before this third down play takes place. As the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. From the shotgun is Trubisky. And Brate, the tight end's got it. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. A nice pickup there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play. And that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. Again on 2nd and 10, it's Trubisky. Flushed out right. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. Well, why don't we hold off on the halftime update after all? Seems like everyone's ready to go here for the second half in Week 8 in the NFL. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. Oh, twisting away. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. Out come the Jaguars now as he'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. And that one results in 35 yards.
Now, that play will end up on the highlights, and you'll see it all over the place. But what you won't see, the offensive line that bought the extra time, that allowed for the big completion downfield, Those guys made that play possible.
The completion good for 3, and it's second down.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or
better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with third down now looming.
Watch it now, Barney! Barney!
They keep it on the ground, but this time it's Murray. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave them with a fourth down.
That was a terrific job by the defense stopping them on 3rd and short. But sometimes you get some visual cues from the offense, because when they're going in short yard situations, you might see the offensive line come in tighter together, a little more shoulder to shoulder, trying to wedge a hole in the middle. They didn't get it done on that play.
So he missed that field goal earlier, but he says not this time. Able to knock it through, give his guys 3.
I like his poise. I like his confidence, his belief in himself. Sometimes when you miss that first one, you'll see a lot of guys sag, and they can't make the next one. Not in this case. Stepped right up like a pro.
There you go. You see it? You see it? 180!
They go play action here on first down. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down.
If you're running out route, it's likely you're going to end up near the sideline. And what did we just see there?
Toe tap.
You got it. The benefits of practice. Toe tapping, foot dragging, picking it up, and making sure it was a catch.
And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. Back to the ground. This time it's Anderson. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. He gets them a little over half of what they needed. Now they're looking at a 3rd and 5.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point. Going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Now Trubisky to throw. The Notre Dame man, Jalen Smith, able to get a hand in and knock it away.
And I think the end result, knocking the ball away, was a product of understanding where they were on the field, understanding how many yards they needed to pick up the first down, and tightening their coverage accordingly. Gave them no gaps, no spaces, no real air in which to catch the football, and ended up making a really nice play.
And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. And after the field goal last time, let's see what they can get here. And at least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I've never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you've met fan bases that wanted that. They weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
They go back to Gordon here on first down. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
Now Barkley. Ebron caught left side. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains.
When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because there should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
Now a handoff. This is Gordon. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Part of the thinking when you bring in extra tight ends, you're hoping that each of your guys gets those one-on-one blocks and creates a crease for your runner. But the converse is, though, you've got to win those one-on-one blocks. And when you don't, that's the result you end up with.
They'll look to throw. Ebron with it over the middle. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
The Jaguars on third down. A pretty woeful 0 for 5 thus far. They're up against a 3rd-and-1 situation. He'll drop to throw. Ebron's got it. The completion there winds up a wash, and it'll bring up 4th down. Well, if you're going to pass on 3rd and 1, you better get a first down if you complete it. They completed it, but no gain.
The aiming point has to be beyond the first down marker where you throw the ball. 3rd and 1, you can't have anything that's even close to the line of scrimmage. Otherwise, you run the risk of what we just saw there, not getting the first down.
So make some room next to Tom Dempsey on the NFL's all-time field goal distance leaderboard. That's going to go down officially as a 63-yarder.
Let's not forget about David Akers, Jason Elam, and Sebastian Janikowski, too. So now Matt Prater at 64 has got a little bit of company up near the top spot. That was one heck of a kick right there.
Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
And they'll try to fire up the running game with C.J. Anderson. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
On 2nd down, here's Trubisky. Throw left side, complete to Smith-Schuster. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of, until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
They'll run it. Here's Anderson. And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down.
Well, they picked up a portion of it, but not all that they needed. Now that leads to a decision on 4th and 1. Let's see what they decide to do.
And he spins away. It's a 49-yard punt, but subtract 9 there for the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit.
Got his man complete. And he gets all the way down to the 30-yard line. A big 3rd down play there for the Jags. 48 yards.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that and have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory. But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee.
Pass interference. Defense.
This home crowd, they're happy with that call.
First down.
I like the way you said happy there, right? The so-called good guys didn't get a call. They feel like it's been that way all afternoon. You feeling their pain?
They finally got one.
Yes, they did.
They'll try and punch it in. Gordon. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1. Second and goal from the 1.
Back 99 Philly, here we go.
They come out here in the eye. He'll look to throw. Eric Ebron, the big tight end, his intended target. And it's 3rd and short.
Brandon, some of those windows to throw the football that exist when you're between the 20s, they don't exist when you're this close to the goal line. But as a former DB, I liked it closer to the goal line. Tighter windows made it easier to cover people, actually.
This Eagle defense, they won't give in without a fight. This is 3rd and goal. They'll try and run it. Here's Gordon. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Melvin Gordon with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Jaguars have moved out in front here in the 4th quarter.
Well, they decided to run it in and got it done on 3rd and goal. A lot of times, that's a passing play.
And the kicker just has to come out for the PAT. He can breathe a sigh of relief as well, right?
Although I don't know if he's really breathing a sigh of relief. I think he likes to put 3 points on his ledger.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Stepping up, he'll try and run. And he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more. Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. This fielded at the 2. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, do you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
2nd and 12 after the first down pass play went backwards for 2 yards. Here's Trubisky. He goes underneath for Anderson. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. It'll be a 2-yard gain. And that's going to make it 3rd down and 10. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And the 3rd down pass falls incomplete.
There's definitely contact there, but it's the 4th quarter of a kind of tight game, and sometimes the officials just say, let them play. Kind of like your mom used to with you and your brothers. Just take the broom to you and send you out to the backyard and tell you to settle it yourselves.
I like that. Yeah, there was contact. I don't know, like you said, enough to warrant the flag. It was close, though. Out comes the Jaguar offense now as they get set to take over. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Yeah, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo.
Gordon loses the football. It's loose. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. The Jaguars on 3rd down. It's been a problem. Just 1 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Back to throw. He's got a man. It's Williams. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a first down. This quarterback now A perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. Now a 20th carry. Number 20 here for Melvin Gordon. And good penetration here. He'll get this down only to about the 49-yard line. The former Giant, Prince Amukamara, on the stop. Back to throw here. And he's got the veteran here. It's Mike Wallace. And he'll be brought down, it looks like, right at the 40. First target, first catch, and a first down. A couple of first downs have him to the 40 now on 1st and 10. And the play clock is going to run out here. They're in no hurry to get a play off.
Delay of game, offense.
And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. The delay of game backs him up 5, 1st and 15.
No. Check. Patriot.
Following the penalty, here's Gordon. And down inside the 40 to about the 38. And a nice run to get him past the original line of scrimmage. A gain of 7. It's 2nd and 8 now. And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to take it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's 3rd down. He'll look to throw. Got a man, it's complete. Williams. And he gets the first down here as he's taken down at the 24. What a methodical drive this is turning out to be. That time 9 yards, and the Sticks move again.
Couldn't just sit on it here, could they? Had to throw the ball on 3rd down. Got the big completion in the pickup. Fresh set of downs now. They've got to feel great.
And defensively, a backbreaker. This will cut right around the 6. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Now back to throw. That is incomplete. He was looking for Mike Williams that time, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on 1st down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on 1st down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
And his throw is incomplete.
All right, Captain. It's batten down the hatches time defensively. Dodged 2 pass attempts to the end zone. Now what do you think they're going to try and dial up on 3rd and goal?
Well, knowing them and knowing what we just seen, I think they're throwing it again, don't you?
I think you have to. I think in this situation, you kind of run out of your running plays. Fire another one into the end zone.
So on 3rd and goal, Gordon. And he'll take this one in for a Jags touchdown. Melvin Gordon taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Jaguars add on to their lead.
Well, that was absolutely ideal for them, wasn't it? Trying to salt this game away. I think one of my kids just graduated in the amount of time they had the football. That was absolutely impressive.
Everybody wants those salt-away-the-game drives. What makes them successful?
Well, when you're able to mix run-pass, when you're able to control the football and stay ahead of the chains, I'm using every cliche I know, but that's how you get it done because you're not taking negative plays, and that way you're able to run what you want to run when you get a chance to call it.
Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And they'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. And right now, these guys, they're shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting, because 3 straight drives have ended with them punting the football away.
Yeah, so you start pointing fingers at each other a little bit, asking a lot of questions. What are you seeing? What are you getting? Maybe trying to narrow down your playbook a little bit and maybe get simpler rather than more complex in order to try and fashion together a drive.
Now, the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps to have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. Second and 10 now. It's Trubisky. And Matthews has it right side. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down. The Eagles on 3rd down. They've hit on half of them, 5 for 10. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. They'll run it now out of the gun. Oh, he breaks a tackle, and he's got an alley. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. 31 yards there and a 1st down. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Time for a break. We'll come back to wrap this one up after this. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Looking to throw, Trubisky on 1st down. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. Now Trubisky to throw on 2nd. And Boyd has it over the middle. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. The Eagles on 3rd down. They've converted 6 times and could use a 7th here. This time they face a 3rd and 2. From the gun, it's Trubisky. And he can't hang on to it. Nearly picked. He's known for his hands defensively. But instead it just brings up 4th down. I guess they're in a situation now, 4th quarter, where they're forced to take some chances, but I don't know that that was the type of a chance you want to take.
And that one could very easily have been intercepted. And if it does get picked off, that could possibly seal this one.
And he will have a 1st down at about the 21-yard line. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a 1st down. Trubisky will throw. Call it a gain of 3, and that'll make it 2nd down. The Eagles hustling to the line, clock rolling. On 2nd down, Trubisky. This throw caught right around the 6. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. It's a good gain of 11, sets him up 1st and goal. Out of the gun, Trubisky. This will be caught at about the 5. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. He'll get only 2 there, and it's 2nd and goal. Flag comes in. This might be a free play. And he takes it into the end zone across the chalk. Now, there is a flag down, but I think that's offsides on the defense.
Yeah, I think that's going to stand, partner.
Offside. Defense.
And yes, they want the points, so they will decline the penalty. No question there.
You don't think they spent a couple of seconds mulling over what the penalty would do for them?
I don't even know why they asked the sideline.
Not at all. When you put the ball in the end zone on a takeaway, take the points and keep moving.
Elliott good on the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. A pretty long drive that time. 11 plays all told. And it was capped off by an Eagles touchdown. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. Fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we've brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
On second down, they'll run with Gordon. And down inside the 40 to about the 38. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this fourth quarter. On third down, this is Melvin Gordon. Oh, an absolutely filthy juke. He's got some space now. It's a gain of 14 there, and that should be enough to get him home free.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the fourth as it was way back in the first, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
Now the handoff comes to Gordon. And he's going to take this down to about the 17. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. As the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go.
No. Check. Patriot.
And holding it may be the wrong decision as he stopped in the backfield. It's a loss of 2, now third down.
Well, that's the big drawback to this play. Even if somehow the quarterback pitches it, he's not immune to the big hit. In this case, he kept it and absorbed it anyway.
On third down, that's Gordon. It's a first down and more for Gordon. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Melvin Gordon scampering home from 19 yards out. And the Jaguars add 6 to their lead. Well, they got the touchdown, but a little risky, even though where they were to run the football in that situation on the final play.
If they give it up somehow, if a turnover is created and they take it back the other way, instead of a comfortable victory that they've got now, they've got a lot of explaining to do about why they tried to run the ball in that situation instead of just taking a knee and icing it.
But thankfully for them, they won't have to do any explaining. Well, I know at points in this when you wanted to close your eyes because of all the points that were being put on the scoreboard, your defense.
Money back. Money back. Money back. Make it like a money back. Money back. God, I do the Maybach on Monday, so rocky ride.